Time for Mix 106 movie reviews with our very own Mix 106 movie critic, Willie Waffle. One mass release movie this week. A lot of stars in it. It's The Huntsman, Winter's War.
Okay, is it supposed to be a prequel? Is it supposed to be a sequel? Is it just supposed to be a movie about Chris Hemsworth taking off his shirt? I don't know.
Oh, I thought this was like a live-action Disney thing from Frozen.
You know, there's a lot of Frozen stealing going on in this
That's
movie.
what I kind of thought.
It does look like it.
Oh, it really does. I mean, this movie is just like one lawsuit away from being the greatest copyright infringement ever.
Dude, they don't sing, do they?
No, they don't sing, which I'm actually quite glad about.
Well, that's probably what saves them. If there's no singing, then they can say.
Chris Hemsworth not having a shirt on.
Yeah, but it's very brief. To be honest with you, you can get more excitement just going to the internet.
And I do.
Gee, thank you for sharing that with the kids that are listening this morning. All right, so what do you think of it?
It stinks. Come on. It's supposed to be this. Well, frankly, they can't figure out what it's supposed to be. So it's a prequel in the sense that we learn about how the Huntsman became the Huntsman, how all these children were taken from their families by the evil Queen Freya, played by Emily Blunt, and she uses ice kind of like she's Elsa to control her world. And they grow up to be these grand warriors, but they're not supposed to love because Queen Freya got burned early on in life, and she can't love, so no one else should. And then blah, 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 blah. Suddenly they're looking for the mirror on the wall, and it's 7 years later, and the Huntsman, of course, fell in love, and there's tragedy, and who cares? I mean, go out, buy yourself an ice cream sandwich at the concession stand to dampen the pain and the anguish. That's what this movie is truly all about. It is a boring movie. It is a disjointed movie. It is a horribly told story, and it has one of those sluggish romances that would turn any of us into a warrior for celibacy.
Aww.
Which is surprising because there's some really big stars in this movie.
Huge stars. Come on, Charlize Theron is back a little bit, playing Ravena from the last movie. You got Emily Blunt playing the evil Queen Freya. You got Jessica Chastain as the beautiful woman who steals the Huntsman's heart. You've got Chris Hemsworth as the Huntsman, and poor Liam Neeson working as the narrator, desperately trying to make all this stuff sound exciting.
Hey, but at least Liam Neeson isn't trying to kill anybody in this movie.
That's true.
Well, maybe he should have, and I can.
Oh
no! I'm coming to your kingdom. I have a special set of skills, and if you let the queen go, we'll forget the whole thing. Or if not, I'll hunt you down and I'll kill you. All right. So, what do you give it?
We're going half a waffle.
Ouch.
How?
All right. Now we need to put this in perspective. Did you like the last one?
The last one was okay. The last one was surprisingly better than you thought it would be.
All right. So this one just falls flat, period.
This one just stinks. You get bored, and you just get tired of throwing in a new story and a new story. None of them are really going anywhere, and they bring in the dwarves for comic relief, and then you've got this tone that you can't figure out. Is it supposed to be a comedy? Is it supposed to be dramatic? Because they seemed really dramatic earlier. I mean, we were talking about kidnapping children and raising them to be warriors. Come on.
Right.
All right, so that means next week should be fabulous, right?
Well, next week, there's one chance at Fabulous and one chance called Mother's Day, starring Julia Roberts.
I hope that one is good.
I'm afraid.
Looks so good.
There's too many stars. Those movies always suck.
Oh, yeah. Well, but, we are going to get Keanu, the movie from Key and Peele, and I'm really hoping that's going to be hilarious.
Well, thank God it's not the movie from Keanu Reeves, or we would have some problems.
But it is a takeoff on a Keanu Reeves movie, so that'll be fun.
All right, so we'll talk to you next week. Higher hopes for next week. Apparently, everybody then should probably go watch Jungle Book.
Yeah, Jungle Book is awesome, but that's the movie you want to go see. Come on. If you get an ice cream sandwich during that one, it's an ice cream sandwich of joy.
What is up with you and ice cream sandwiches today?
I don't know. I've just been obsessed with them this week.
All right, hang up the phone and then go get yourself an ice cream sandwich.
Heck yeah.